Morning. Uh, Up. Music too loud. Just right. Uh, all right. So here's where we are with everything. Okay. Cause like on YouTube I have it all the way down. Like if I move it like a pixel over, it's gonna be cut off. That's how I have to have it. Might bring it up just a bit. Just bring it up a bit. If that's too loud, let me know. I could cut it down here. All right. So. All right. Ooh. So I got this new like energy supplement or whatever, and I don't have it. And it's got a really weird name. It's called emotional damage. I don't have the sound bite anymore. Voice meter and voice mod decided to be weird this morning and stopped working, so I don't have the sounds right today. I'll probably have them fixed by Wednesdays. But I want to taste it real quick. I still have a little bit of the like 2 or 3 things of the other one left, so okay, this is good. It's like peach, like a peach flavor. Tastes really good. All right, I approve. Not sponsored. Okay, before let me make sure my mouse works. All right. So before we start, just want to let you know that we just released our Lazulite stickers today. Um, so here it is. Here they are. They're about 3 inches each. So packaged up into a nice little package slip. But yeah, if you like these, you want to go ahead and grab them and support this, go ahead. I really appreciate it. All right, so exit out that. All right, not the sailing. All right. All right, so let's start coloring. So let's go recap what we have on each of our layers. So I think this has all of them but the Loch Ness, and Loch Ness has its own layer separate. So, alright. I'm gonna do a layer underneath. I feel like my chair is getting smaller, or getting lower. I don't know why. Alright, so I'm gonna close this window. I got a window in front of the tablet. I need to close it so the dog would randomly start barking. Because he hears a noise. Alright, that over there. My chair's always been broke ever since I moved up here. It's never been the same since, but I feel like it's getting a lot lower. The the thing, the hydraulic pump is going out in it. So it's slowly losing pressure, so it's slowly going down. It's really bad because I like this chair a lot. Paid a lot of money for it. Make sure my back is not hurting. Okay, everything's breaking this morning. Okay, so we're gonna start with Mothman. Move it to like a blue color. So this one's gonna be extremely, well, not really different, but along the lines of the stuff I've already did. If you've seen one of my other prints I made of Mothman, be similar to that style. Similar. All right. So we're gonna make the eyes red. And let's go. We're gonna go above the line layer. And we're going to make these white. Oh. Right. What's so cool? The color of the lines, or the fact that I can color the lines individually. Yeah. I mean, it worked well with let's see. Oh my goodness. My computer reset everything this morning. Uh where is I think I find it real quick. But this right here. This is the other Mothman uh, picture I did a few months back. I really like the way this came out. It's one of my favorites. But yeah, the black, this jet black with like there. However, we can't go full black because we do need to have a black outline because it is a sticker. Um, we don't have a sticker cutter other than a human being to like cut them, and we don't want crazy stuff like that. So we're gonna work it around a bit. We're gonna go halfway. I'm gonna try some things out. Um, you might want to keep a moderator. Need to keep a track on the store because the posts I put up with the stickers are popping off right now. So just to make sure that we're good on that, or I just have it, you know, 'cause I don't know. Uh, if I go full black? Why don't just go ahead and go full black? Yeah, there we go. That's good. It's very good. Yeah, just keep an eye on it just in case. I think we could put another. Oop. Yeah, I mean, I don't expect to get anything from it. I mean, if we did, it's great. I mean, visits are good too. So right here, kind of flesh out his wings a bit. All right. Kind of want to do, kind of like what I did with the print, his eyes, where it's like scratchy around, like a sketch. Make it look more like scary or so on and so forth. I did the same thing to the line work as well, just kind of make it look a little bit scratchy. So, how is everybody's morning? Hope everybody's having a great day. Great morning so far. It is a Monday after all, so I know how it feels. All right, let's see. We're gonna go here, there. All right. Here. Head hurts and you're nauseous. That's not good. That's not good. I'm okay. I'm actually in pretty good spirits considering like all of last week I was just ran through the mud. Well, in a good way, not in a bad way. Like I had family over for most of the week, as you guys might know, if you're here. Um, so I had to help them and show them around the town that I moved to make sure that yeah to make sure like they they had a good time and everything's okay because this is the first time I moved to a different state at the beginning of this year and they've been kind of like iffy with it, having their son, their nephew move to another city, so with a bunch of people who they don't even know, so which I can understand. Yeah, this is going to be one of the most unique stickers we have when it comes out. Because one of the very, it's probably the only one, unless we do another set with this particular one, and it's going to have like no like no what you call it, but this is going to take up a lot of black ink. All right, well, I think that's pretty much it. We might add in the middle, we might add, that's too big, let's go with G pen, like kind of like a circle scratch in the center to give him that staring into oblivion type thing that he does, that it does, or what the thing is known for. Okay. All right. So next is good old Bigfoot. So we're going to start with a brown primer. We're going to move it over a bit towards the gray. We'll fix them as it goes. All right, that came out pretty good. Pretty good. And then we're going to go with a... Should we go with... Let's go with... Pantone. Let's go with a more skin color. Or his ear, because it's part of a thing. But should we go all the way and have that color too? It's Sasquatch. Yeti is one from the snow. I didn't want to put a Yeti and a Sasquatch. Yeah, Yeti is snow. Sasquatch is basically Bigfoot. Lives in warmer areas. But I don't know what color the slime could be. So I want it to like it match. That's a gold. That's not going to be good. Like I want it to match like the idea of it, but not match the idea, or not like yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get it. That's why I wanted to keep the same like tone, but make it different. So it'd be like a skin tone, but it'll be like a different one. But I don't know how much that will. Okay, we can just go pink like this because it works. Then we're gonna go with white for the eyes. So I think we should go yellow for the eyes. That's gold. That's not yellow. I go like yellow for the eyes. And then we're going to go down here. Do like I did last time to make like a thing and bring it to a little blue. All right. Right here. like that. All right. Now, besides the Mothman one, we're gonna add a little bit of shading to it. Do these, probably the rest of them. So we go do our normal thing. Put it about 50, but we're probably gonna go lower. And we're gonna go to the melt up brush, and we're just gonna give it a little bit of this, a little bit of this. We'll go back and fix this and add the fur texture later. We just want to get the basic shape. Here. Here. All right. Here. Here. All right. Nope. Seems like we missed a good bit in here. Right. Alright, go back to here and we'll get the eraser. We're going to make it super tiny. You're going to go in here. I'm going to kind of figure this out a bit. Like that. Give it a little bit of a fur texture. Then we're going to go back in and kind of branch it up a bit. Because fur is not going to be all even throughout the suit. Alright. I have the strong craving for ice cream for some reason. I don't even like ice cream that much. Alright. Do like here. Have some here and there. And now we're going to go back to right here. And then we're going to whoop, bring it here. We're going to bring it up a bit. Make sure it doesn't like look static, because it's uninteresting. Yeah, that's fine, but I think it could look better. I think I have a an actual hairbrush. Don't know where it went though. I think it's in this one. That's a hair highlight. Oh, this could be. Oh, that was even better. There we go. All right. So we're gonna go up one. But like, make it sure this is a slime. Huh, I don't think it needs that. I think it needs to just be on here. All right. So we're gonna skip Nessie for now, and then we're gonna go down here to the flatwoods. Now there was a particular color palette I wanted to go with this. See if we can find it. Yeah, because it's like weird. I think it's a really interesting color palette. So yeah. Sadly, I can't copy it because for some reason it's like blocked. So I can only look at it online. Yeah. Alright. Anyway. This is going to be a very interesting way of doing it. Let's see. Alright, so this one's going to be probably a little darker red, actually. This here. Like that. Here. Make sure I get all this. Yeah, it is very red. Very, very red. I just like that particular thing for it. I think it looks cool. Alright. So, it also has yellow eyes. Bright yellow eyes. I forgot to do this before. Go to the color profile and switch it. So we'll know what it looks like. Yeah, so far they all look good. Alright. And then it is like a forest green for the entire thing. We're also gonna go yellow for the eyes around. Make the slime stand out a little bit. That's too much. Yeah, probably make it stand the same way. We'll do some stuff to it. Okay. Now we do melt a brush. We do the shading, but we're gonna do it in green. See how that works. Just gonna experiment with it. Staring in the front. Well, that's what I hope to have it. Make it look very unique. Right. Here. Let's go there. Here. Go back in. You do those a little better. It's supposed to be poking out from the headdress. Yeah. Like that. Can do something. Just a little bit of a glow. Just a little bit. Alright. Oh, wrong thing. Let's see. Be pink or can be just white like normal. Probably white. All right. Okay, cool. Cool. Now we're gonna do the Jersey Devil. This one doesn't necessarily doesn't really have much of a color palette. I mean, it's a devil, so probably red. And some of them are just brown. Yeah, it's just like either brown or red. Which that's just boring. So we're gonna do red and brown. I think would be interesting for him is to have a very bright, just straight bright red. And then, well, actually no, he be like a brown color, maybe a darker brown. Above. There. So we can go probably mismatch it a little bit. Oop. I think that looks good. It's not just flat brown, there's actually more to it. Just want to put it on the actual thing. There. Okay. So that, and then everything else could be just red. Right here. And then we have it like this. Oop, there's sirens going off. Hope that's not nothing horrible. Alright, go here. Like that. Then go here, here, here. Just get that in there. Same with this. Alright. Alright. Why that's there. There we go. Of course, tongue being pink. Alright. There's a lot of yellow eyes. I think most of these except for Nessie and the Mothman are gonna have yellow eyes. I mean, it just looks cool. Or it just looks like an animal. Because animals have like sometimes these things usually have like yellow reflective eyes. All right. So now we got to use the color of the duct tape. So probably going to be just a flat gray. Just no color variations of flat gray because that's what it is. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So it's got all the color variations, so no one can get mad at us for not having the proper colors, because they're all of them. This one would probably be better with. Here, go here, and there, and there. Like that. There you go. Let's see. Right here. Here, there. Here. fix this stupid thing. Alright, gonna do the wrinkles. Because it is a slime, gotta put the highlights on it. But we also have to put the highlights on stuff like the horns. We're gonna do a little bit softer for the highlights on like his the head and everything, just to give it more depth. Because it isn't like, you know. We're gonna go back to the hard or this. Maybe some shading on the tape because duct tape is shiny. There we go. The Jersey Devil is done. Well, actually, some here, kind of like I did with Sasquatch, we can put some fur. Particularly on the actual goatee. Yeah, that should do it. I should be very good with it. Probably add some more like shadings like that on here because the wings are like little flaps of skin so they can shine. I think they look pretty good so far. Because I mean they're very unique. At least like these two. These two are very unique. Alright. So Chupacabra. Don't know why I said it like that, but I did. So let's get a random color of what it is. Again, is mainly brown. There's some of them that are looks like they're red. But the one I'm probably going to go with is usually like a bluish gray color for it. So we're going to go with that. Just to make it kind of stand out a bit. So I'm going to start with blue and then move over to gray. That's more of a, yeah, let's get more of a solid gray. Like that. That's a lot better. Of course, as always with these, the yellow eyes. Get the pink flaps into here. Ooh. Speaking of like, well, not really speaking of, but of cryptids and stuff that is creepy to some people. I've been really thinking about getting a tarantula as a pet, because I heard they're very easy and inexpensive to take care of. and they're just cool. But I don't know if people in my household are arachnophobes or not, so I might want to go over it with them before I get one. But it's something I'm just researching. Yeah, I think they're cool. I think they're really cool pets. They're some of them are actually incredibly pretty. Yeah. Um, that's the thing about some species. Like the one I was looking at to get is a pink toad one. I can't remember the scientific name one, but it's a pink toad one. Although it has no pink on it whatsoever. Um, but it is known for jumping. If it gets scared, it'll jump. Uh, but it isn't like it doesn't bite or anything. What is it? Are you not? Am I in the racer? Yeah, I'm still in the racer. I think that's it's a pretty cool pet to have. And it's again they're very easy to take care of compared to like other reptiles and stuff like that because they don't move that much, so they don't need a whole lot of food. They need to be fed once every 2 or 3 weeks. Sometimes not even that. They'll go months without eating. So like they don't really do much. So you can keep them in super small enclosures. Yeah. It's one of those things like I want to get it as a spiderling, itty bitty baby, and raise it from a young, very young, all the way up to adulthood. But yeah, but they are they're very pretty, and you know the one I'm looking at is not too expensive. It's relatively cheap to get. I think the transfer is the most expensive thing. Like the enclosures are, you could just make your own enclosure, and it's not that big a deal. They don't need anything special like lighting or stuff like that, like some reptiles do. So I don't know. It's a very neat pet to have, and I saw one at the conservatory last week because I carried my family to the conservatory. They wanted to go, and they had one there. And I just got very curious, like, can you keep them as pets? Are they able to be pets? And if you do, like, how expensive would it be? Are they extremely expensive? And it turns out, no, they're the exact opposite. It's just I gotta be. It's one of those. You just gotta be careful when you're handling them. Like if you need to transfer them over when they're getting big for their enclosures, because some of them will jump. So it's something I'm looking into. Yeah, I mean, like I've never heard of all people keeping one because like exotic pets to me were like geckos and like um geckos and like lizards like bearded dragons. Of course, my housemate has one, and frogs and turtles and stuff like that. Excuse me. Man, I know one of my friends has keeps rabbits around. So like I mean exotic pets and stuff like that. I've never knew anybody who had a tarantula, and I always thought they were super expensive to have. But you know, and I thought they were like a lot of troublesome and they can bite. Which the breed the species I might be getting is does bite. If it's what you call, but it's usually pretty docile, so it's not really like aggressive. It's only if you like piss it off and keep pissing it off that it will do that. And its venom is not really potent either. But you know, I'm still doing research and see if I can actually have one. I want something up here that I can take care of. And I've looked into getting a dog, but they're too expensive for me right now. I looked into getting an aquarium. They're too expensive for me right now. Looked into getting a bonsai tree, which I still want a bonsai tree. Might still get one um, once I start making a little bit extra cash. But I don't know. It's one of those like I have to know for sure and put in the work and time, just like I did with this and everything else to make it work. But it's something that like I've been looking into, but I wanted to need to like sit on it for a little bit, and I would like to get it before the winter, before it starts snowing and stuff like that. Because if I do buy it, it's going to be probably online, and I don't want to, you know, the spider to get here and freeze to death before I'm able to actually like put it up in its enclosure. So it's one of those I'll have to go with. I'll have to go talk to my lovely business partner and pretty much accountant and see if I can put it into the budget. But yeah, it's like I say, I want something to take care of, even if it's very minimal. But everything else seems kind of expensive. This one seems like it's a cool pet and it's relatively cheap. So, all right. Anyway, go up here, here. All right. Let's see. That. That. Okay. So we're gonna do something really weird with the eyes, or not weird, but very different with the eyes. So we're gonna push them right here, push it out like this, and then we're gonna bring this a little bit because it's like it's supposed to be mimicking a rib cage, a rib cage. Go. Hmm. I'm wondering if I should still keep the thing on top brown like that. 'Cause I want to see maybe a lighter brown will do. Some of them are actually green. Let's see. I'm gonna color pick this one. So let's test this color out, see if it looks good. Ooh, that actually looks good, actually. At least I think so. Gives it a very unique look to it. It's not just straight brown. All right. Of course, it is a slime, so we gotta put the thing on it. I think we might be done early today, because it's we only been at this for an hour and 11 minutes, or probably a little bit shorter, longer than that, a little bit shorter than that, an hour and 5 minutes. So now we got Nessie to work on. No. All right. Oh, the music changed. Cool. Ooh, synthwave. All right. So now we're going to do the pool. It's not all gonna be pink. It's gonna be like half pink, like 3 different colors. Alright, that's a little bit louder. Alright. So it's gonna be like a bunch of different colors. So alright. Here we go. Got a little bit of a kiddie pool. Although I don't like these colors. Yep. Go make it more primary colors, make it look even more like a kid's toy. I think it'd be really funny to have it like that. Up. Up. There we go. Ah, close enough. Yeah. Bye-bye pink. Unless I want the entire thing to be pink, which I kind of wanted it to be 3 different colors. It just wouldn't work. Or for me it wouldn't. For me it wouldn't. Pink is not good on everything. But it is on a lot of things. Alright. Okay. You got the lightness of the water. There we go. And Nessie herself, which I believe Nessie herself is like, I guess, a black. But again, we're not going full black, so we're going to go with this and then change it to like a bluish color. Yeah, I like this. Because the original like photo of her was like the original photo of her let's see if we can find it, was black. I mean, there is a bluish, but it's mainly like jet black. Black or like a grayish, kind of the same thing as a chupacabra. Yeah, so like this. That's what it looks like a grayish, whatever color. Maybe some of them are green, but we might add some green in there to it. We're gonna probably add green to the slimes. Be green and blue, but that's the original photo of it. That was proven as a hoax, a complete and total hoax. So, all right. So the slime is going to be like a. It's going to mix between green, this type of turquoise colored, and like that. And we're going to make it this green. And there we go. Right here, down. Here, there. Fix this a little bit right here. Ah! It went up. Okay. Alright. There we go. Make it white. Alright, let's go snip this color for the duct tape. Make sure it's consistent. Alright, here. Alright. Oh, this one should be more like whitish. Yeah. Just like a clear plastic. There we go. Alright. One last thing before we do the shading is to color the eye. And we all know what color the eye is going to be. Can you guess it? Correct. It's not yellow. It's pink. Alright. Alright. So we're going to add one buff hit. Just like before. And we're going to go just straight black. Go to about 50%. Gonna go right here. And move on to. There we go. No, we'll take that away. Alright. Got the pool. Add some liquidy water effects. Add some, probably some white. Probably be best to add those on the, yeah. There. Okay, we'll go back to here. Here. All right. Yep. It's good old synthwave. All right. All right. Here. Right here. Here. Like that. And like that. Probably best to have like an, yeah, so you can actually see it from yellow. Okay. So I think this will be good for color change. Let's try out some colors. Oh gosh. Here. Alright. Now we get that set up, we can change colors. Let's try adding a darker color instead of a lighter color. Ooh. That looks pretty good. Let's try out some more colors in this range. That one doesn't fit as well. At least for my eyes, it doesn't. What if I brighten it up a bit? Ooh. Kind of like that one. It still gives like the sliminess effect that of course, their slimes are supposed to have. Hmm. Let's see. Right. Just add a little bit more details. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. What if? What if? What if? What if? What if? Take this red. Brighten it up a bit. Let's no, it's probably not gonna work, so I have to end up erasing it. No, it doesn't, sadly. Although I could do like a darker brown. Okay, that actually matches it too well. Do a light orange. Yeah, I think that works a lot better. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Chupacabra, we could go up a bit. Right. I think these should also be same color because it is a slime. All right. a lot of art I do is just me sitting there, like trying to just figure out, oh, is it done? Is it just right? That's basically all my drawings are. Just trying to just get the finishing touches on it. Probably good to put it slime too. All right. Let's see. What if this one? What if we just colored these also like that? Maybe we'll have to probably have to erase these. This just doesn't look right. Oh. Hmm. Probably not. Probably just keep them black. All right. Hmm. So we did it. We got all of them colored today. And it didn't take long at all. Almost like an hour and 30 minutes to get these things colored. And I took my time with them too. So. All right. So these will be available as stickers. Yeah, these will be available starting. Oh. Oh. There. Be available starting October 3rd. These will be available as stickers in a set or individually. So, remember, hit me up on Twitter and stuff like that to be notified whenever these go live and any information that you might have or any questions. Cool. That sticker tweet from this morning went hit pretty hard today. So hopefully it continues to go up and people look at our store. Yeah. Yeah. Socials, that's all my stuff. That's a link tree to everything you guys can look at and stuff like that. I mean, uh, you don't have to. Ooh. But this is basically what I do. I do. I draw. I do streams every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. As of right now, I might be adding more streams throughout the week. It'll be depending. Uh, Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be the streams. Also, we have new stuff going up in our store every single Monday. I can just go ahead and get my Etsy store up. Bring it up real quick. Come on. There we go. So I can bring it up for you guys right here. So we have the store, all of our stuff. We have keychains, we have stickers, and we have prints available. So you guys go take a look. Go take a look. See if you guys want anything. If not, that's fine. It's perfectly fine. Don't. Your money is yours. Do whatever it is you want to do with it. So, I actually don't know what we can do for the next 33 minutes or so. I didn't really plan that far ahead. Because right now I'm just trying to like figure out what I need to do and stuff. Because last week was kind of a very it's a very busy week, and it kind of threw a lot of stuff, threw a wrench in a lot of stuff. So I'm trying to get back into the groove of things. So hopefully I'll have more stuff planned for streams and stuff like that in the future. Yeah, that is Wednesday. We don't have enough time to put that together at all. We'll get like partially through maybe setting up for one panel for the comic sketch, and then we'll have to cut it in. So comic sketch I know is Wednesday and possibly Friday. Working on those. I'm gonna be working on working on that. Wednesday and Friday of this week, as well as probably starting the new sticker set for October, the final sticker set for October, because I did both of them. There's one more we're gonna do. I don't know. I'm not really a like. I just don't like to doodle on the fly, unless I have something like I want to do. I'm not one of those type of people. Uh, that's why like I can never fill up a sketchbook, because like I see a blank canvas, I'm like I don't know what to do with it unless I have something I want to do with it. Um, Sadly, I'm not somebody that has to be constantly working on a project or something for me to draw and do stuff. I can't just do it off a whim, sadly. Uh, so yeah, but I think we should end it here. Uh, Draw a sandwich. Uh, sure, I'll draw a sandwich. Uh, oh, G pens, though, turnip pencils, leaving those marks. This, and then we're gonna go out like that. That does not line up right. Not really good at drawing food. Never been too interested in it, to be honest. That's a good thing to have, though. That's not. I mean, random things are good. I mean, it gives me something to do. But I don't. It's one of those I don't mind ending the stream early if there's nothing to do because it's just filler at that point. So I feel like it could be rather boring and uninteresting to watch. But a sandwich. Like I know that somebody's hungry. Have a triple decker sandwich. Have BLT. Why not? Drawing a sandwich to synth music. Never thought that would have a Monday. Ended up. Since it's BLT, we can put like a toothpick with an olive on it. Alright, so probably have to like pushed in a bit because it is pushed in. Yeah, there we go. It's a sandwich. I don't know what else to do. Could probably add like details here. Kind of like this. Makes cheese is thick. Speaking of cheese, I have macaroni and cheese probably left from yesterday for lunch. I know if I eat too much of it, I'll be constipated for the next few days. So I need to be careful. There. A very, very poorly drawn sandwich. Doesn't look appetizing at all. It's just not that great. I mean, probably put more work into it. I can might make it great. But if oop, I need to put. I mean, this is something I'm just going to delete. Like as soon as we end today. Anyway, it's just a doodle. Yeah, there's the sandwich. Do we want to save it? No, it's gone. It's gone forever. All right, so I'm going to end today's stream a little early. Um, next two streams should be full stack streams. We might even be going over because we're doing comics for the next 2 weeks. Next 2 days. Or the next 2 days that I'm streaming Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday and Friday, excuse me. Wednesday and Friday. And then I'm gonna be working on the fan art stickers for, and that'll be next Monday. I'll be starting next Monday. So alright. Well, thank you guys for watching, hanging out. It's been a very, very chill morning. Very good morning. Hopefully it start off to a very, very good week. I had a lot of fun doing these right here. Creating them, drawing them, obviously, coloring them, working on the colors with you guys. It's been a lot of fun. So, I will see you guys next time. Or see you guys Wednesday. Alright, everyone have a good morning and good night, wherever you are. Peace.